Hello and welcome to my channel, GreenLion Goddess Tarot. This is your daily reading for August the 2nd. So let's see what is coming in. We have the Empress. I was just thinking about Venus. I'm like, oh, Venus is starting to square Uranus. Yes, maybe something's coming in. It could be, something that disappoints you as well with this Five of Cups as well, or you're just processing some emotions. So let's see what else is coming through. It actually doesn't feel bad when I say it's like I feel like you're just processing, moving on from something here. The Death card. Yeah. Yep. Big ending, transformation, the Page of Swords, processing that mentally. Yep. Interesting. The Five of Swords, though, yeah, it makes sense though, because it could be that there's somebody says or does something that, with this energy, definitely could upset the apple cart a little bit. It could create a bit of conflict. It could be, you could be hearing news about other people making some big changes in their lives. And just hearing news about, a friend or I just feel like there could be some big shifts and changes. It doesn't have to be a friend. It could be a family member. It could be somebody else. But a lot of relationship stuff coming in here, conversations, news, information coming your way, messages. And yeah, I feel like you could be feeling a bit conflicted about this, or something somebody says could create conflict, and it could be like, well, it's disappointing that you've said that. Maybe it's caused a bit of friction between us, but I just feel like there's a few little, a few little relationship things that could be some interesting things, messages that or things people say that just could be a bit spiky. So I just feel like there's some stuff that could be smoothed out on the relationship level or the interpersonal level today that could definitely be, I feel like there's some emotions that need to be processed here. But yeah, understanding that, this could be the day of somebody disappointing you in some way, or processing some kind of disappointment, or moving on, like having to be able to move on. I do feel like somebody might be acting in their own self-interest and not necessarily considering you, or feeling like, and that in itself, like I said, like just getting this energy of that relationship. It's like, that could hurt. And it could be that there's just, you're just traversing these relationship things and seeing what it is that you're hearing or learning about. But like you said, you could actually hear of a big shift and change with somebody else that you're processing as well. So it's a day of messages and emotional processing, I would say. But yeah, definitely feels like this could even be something you're hearing, like around a partnership, or around, some kind of news that somebody else gets, or message that somebody else gets in. And it's like, oh, okay, maybe that's not exactly what you were looking for, but there is an opportunity here that there's this sense that change is coming and you need to process it, and how everybody responds to that is going to be different. And people might not be their best selves in this energy. That could come through with it as well, but it's just understanding that people are trying to work out what's going on with these, a sense of that a situation needs transformation, and there's a big change that's around it, and how they process it, how they respond, how they communicate that, what kind of news there is around that. It's just all these sort of almost, they don't feel like they have to be necessarily big things, but it's just like, I'm processing that you just said that to me. I'm like, okay. But it could be a big thing as well. With the Empress and the Death card, there could be some bigger shift and change to or transformation to a financial situation or to a relationship that's coming through, and it's just like trying to work out what that all means. So definitely feels like there's just some big shifts and changes that you're processing here, or trying to make sense of what you're hearing or what you're understanding, or what news is coming in or what message is coming in, and what's going on for this other person or what's going on for you. And it just feels like big changes are afoot and everybody's responding and reacting in different ways. And mostly it's this sense of it's just the smaller parts of us reacting to something bigger that's shifting and changing, and to kind of see that through the lens of compassion and your heart, because some of these bigger energies that are around, some people just it takes them a bit longer, or they process things in their own way. And so it really is an energy that's been asked of is acceptance, surrender, but also non-judgment. So things that are just like minor little things that were said and done, and I wish you hadn't said that, or that's upset me, or something like that, feels like that can be easily smoothed over. It feels like there's something bigger that needs to kind of be looked at, like why are you feeling a bit out of sorts, or why are you making this big change, or what's going on here. So it feels like it really feels important to step back and look at the bigger picture, as opposed to just getting caught up in the details. That's the energy that's coming through for the day, and requires a little bit of navigating through some big changes in relationship stuff. So that is the reading. Thank you so much for joining me. Follow me on Instagram. Please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. Love to read your comments, and all of that helps with the growth of the channel. And take care.